some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Nielsen. Got a man. It's Sexton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick release on the RPO. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Got his man quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to...
Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
From the gun, give on the inside. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Stanford!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Looking for room. It's Sexton. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and And there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
42 spot timber.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a crease, it's Matthews. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. The defense. Stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner is stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Nielsen. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right.
That shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner route, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy's going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to pass. It's Nielsen. The throw to the outside is complete. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. Looking for room. It's Cantrell. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Back to throw, it's Nielsen. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Makes the quick grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Matthews.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pickoff, what a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something to get some stops.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up 14 over Clemson. We will be multi-tech.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Special teams proving to be special. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Nielsen. The sure hands, it's Cantrell. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Cantrell. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Nielsen. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cantrell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Nielsen. Catch in the middle, it's Jean-Pierre. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And because the receiver was was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage. He was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab, it's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. You get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got the quick completion. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Nielsen. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go in that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about this coach, man. Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Nielsen. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and lead the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of
this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cantrell. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Matthews. And they're able to get him down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Stanford! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
One more play to pad the stats. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Okay, ready? Gaucho, hornet. Set.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.